those scary stories about Camp are all coming true. The food isn't great, the counselor's a little strange, and the camp director, Uncle Al, seems sort of demanded. Okay, so Billy can handle all that. But then his fellow campers start to disappear. What's going on? Why aren't his parents answer his letters? What's lurking out there after dark? Camp Night Moon is turning into Camp Nightmare. For real. And Billy might be next. Hello, folks. Welcome back to our channel reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing Goosebumps number 9, entitled Welcome to Camp Nightmare. But before I do so, there are a couple of things I would like to say about the front cover. So the front cover is really eerie. You have that dark figure lurking in the dark and keeping in the shadows, and one of his front paw is raised, and he seems to be reaching out to that green canvas. And that green canvas is so good, as you have that real sort of eerie green coming out of it and pouring over the grass. And I think that offers such a great introduction to the book. And the sky is, purplish and sort of reddish and dark. And all those bare trees all around the place surrounding it give that sort of claustrophobic setting, as in entrapping the main characters and keeping them inside, holding them prisoners against their will inside the scam. Now, welcome to Camp Nightmares, the very first Goosebumps game book from Goosebumps, the original series. It's a freaking good book. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun reading it. So basically, you have that boy, his name is Billy, and he's gonna go to camp, and he meets a few friends in the bus. Their names are Mike, Jay, and Colin, and they happen to share the same bunk. And so Camp Night Moon is actually some sort of camp buried deep in the woods, and Uncle Al is, as I write to you, the camp director, the camp leader, the camp chief, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know what's his exact, what's the name of his job. I think it's some kind of a leader or the boss. And basically, they have a few rules to follow. One of them includes not to go near the forbidden bunk. And there's that weird legend that is, circulating around the camp, which has to do with a creature named Sabre, Sabre. And apparently that creature is, if I'm not mistaken, is looking for prey among the campers. So it attacks at night, right? And at some point, very late at night, the characters are going to hear some real disturbing, freaky noises, as in howlings and mournful wails, as half human, half beast, That was such a scary scene. Also, Larry is their bunk counselor, since they happen to be sharing the same bunk. And he's such a douche. Like, he always makes the kids feel like dirt by telling them, "You wimps, this camp is for not grown-ups but tough kids. You have to, man up," and things like that. That is so out of place. I think I would have hated to have such a lousy bunk counselor, right? And in the episode that I actually watched, which was pretty good, I think the actor did a pretty good job at sort of embodying that mean-spirited guy, right? So basically, the kids are going to have all those activities, but some weird things are going to start taking place. And for instance, at the beginning of the book, when they get inside their bunk, there's a weird incident occurring, a weird incident involving a snake. You also have some sort of baseball game that goes kind of downhill, right? Downhill. And also, you also have a canoe trip that goes completely like underwater. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but basically, weird things start taking place around this camp to the extent where it's really like about there's some kind of a survival, I would say, vibe to it. Like the characters are trying their level best to survive in this camp, in this wilderness, in this nightmarish place, and so the character is gonna try to run away from the camp, and there are those two girls, called named Dora and Dawn, and basically they share a different camp because boys and girls don't have the same camp, right? They don't go to the same camp, so yeah, it's two separate camps, but basically at some point Billy's gonna meet that girl, I think it's Dawn, in the woods, and they're gonna, try to come up with an escape plan, because I believe that the woods is what is actually the frontier between the two camps, right? The line. Now, the book was so good. I really enjoyed it. And the last scene is going to include some kind of a hunting trip. I don't want to say too much about the book because I don't want to spoil. I don't want to give too much away, but that's a fun book. I really enjoyed it. Great summer book. If you're lucky enough to go to camp this summer, definitely take this book with you. If you have it at home, or you can even buy it now, and you can even like read it to one another, right, to your bunkmates or whatever, having a fun time, around the campfire. That's such a great book. I really loved it. It's such an awesome read. The ending kind of caught me off by surprise, like it did with many of you, but still, it's such a great book. I don't even mind that weird sort of Twilight Zone type of ending. I think the book was awesome. I really enjoyed it. If I were to give it a rating, I think I'd give it maybe 9 out of 10. Really awesome book, a lot of scares to have in the book, a lot of suspense, a lot of mystery. The book keeps us in the I would say on the tip of our toes because it's such a great, fantastic read. There's so many creepy elements here and there, and the growing suspense that is building up all throughout the book is really, really efficiently used, right? I really had a great time reading Welcome to Camp Nightmare. It's one of my favorite Goosebumps book of all time, hands down. So I really get why so many people love this book because it was so powerful. It was so great. Everything you would expect from a Goosebumps book, I say that it's all there in that book, right? Now, yeah, like I said, the ending was a little bit funny, but I didn't mind it that much. I still think that the book holds up pretty well. So I think that's pretty much it for that review. The other Goosebumps book camps, I will be reviewing later. But yeah, this first Goosebumps camp book offers a great introduction to Goosebumps camp books in general, right? As in a distant place, some kind of creepy vibe, a dangerous things starting to take place, weird, unexplained things, phenomenons, whatever you want to call it. Now, I really enjoyed that a lot. It's a great introduction, as I mentioned, and also the great thing about this book is that it gets scary very early in the book, right? As a matter of fact, in the first chapter, at the end of the first chapter, you already have some kind of scary element in the book. Now, I don't want to tell you what it is. I'll let you find out for yourselves. But basically, it's very early in the book, and they're still riding the bus. And at some point, there's going to be something that's going to take place. And I don't want to give anything away, but man, was that a great scene. Very early in the book. You rarely have that in a Goosebumps book, where usually it starts like, okay, not scary, not that scary, and then it gets scary as you go on. But in this book, in particular, it got scary very early. This is something I really enjoyed about it. Now that's pretty much it for that review. Like I said, 9 out of 10, great book. What do you think about Goosebumps? Number 9, Welcome to Camp Nightmare. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Is it your favorite Goosebumps book? Is it your worst Goosebumps book? Please let me know in the comment section down below. What is your favorite Goosebumps camp book as well? Thank you so much for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye-bye, take care. This Horse and Reviews for you, signing off.